وَمَا كُنَّا مُعَذِّبِينَ حَتَّى نَبَعَثَ رَسُولًا. And we didn't punish until we sent a messenger. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is just. He sends messengers to remind people, and He gives them the message, which brings us on to the question of what about people who do not, or the message does not reach them, right? So the messenger. So you get people in the world, maybe they're isolated, the message never reached them. So scholars differed. One school of thought basically says that those people are not held accountable because the message never reached them, so they're not accountable. Others believe that there's enough, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put enough faculty in the human being that they should naturally come to the conclusion that there's a higher being, okay, that God exists. But then they're not asked to do any more than that because they don't know how they're supposed to worship God, what they're supposed to believe about God. But that basic amount has to be there. In other words, their natural state would lead them to that conclusion. So that's important. And also related to that is a mas'ala of what if, and this is where Imam Ghazali discussed this, and a few others also have now in our time brought this issue up, where people, the message which reaches them is not the correct message. So it's a distorted message of Islam. So based on this principle, that you're only held accountable when the true message reaches you, and then obviously you'll recognize it as the truth. And if you deny it, then you're denying it. But if the distorted version reaches you, you've not denied the truth because the truth never reached you. What reached you was a distorted version, and what you've rejected is the distorted version. And therefore, equally, those people are not held accountable. So there will be people in our time who have a very distorted understanding of Islam because of obviously the bad media, Islamophobia, etc. And they really don't know much about Islam at all. So they will possibly fall into that category. So it's not our job to go around trying to work out who the truth reached and they denied and who didn't. What we should be worrying about is passing the message on properly and worrying about ourselves, because we're not guaranteed that we will die as Muslims, because the Prophet said, "Innamal a'malu bil khawatim," actions are but by the ends. We do not know in what state we will die. Therefore, we have to keep going our entire life and keep pushing ourselves, because everything can be undone in the end moments, right? You can never become complacent.